I gave the same exact instructions to 6 different AI tools. The task is to build the tower defense game. No extra help, no fixing their code, just copy, paste, and play. Alright, let's look at the game number 6. First impression, dark background, simple layout, and if you look at the tower panel, the cost, the damage, the range, every single stat just blank. And this is a game where you should be like spending gold on towers. So the game should tell you at least the cost of each tower. And when it comes to the layout, the game takes up the top half of the screen and the bottom is just black with nothing there. But anyway, let's just play the game. The map actually looks fine, but the enemies, they are tiny red rectangles, really tiny. And there are 3 types, like basic, fast, tank, all rectangles. And most of the time you cannot tell which is which. Also the tower, when you choose an enemy, no bullet, no flash, the enemy just loses health, and the HP bar just gets smaller. The enemy dies and disappears, no effect, no sound, no reaction, nothing at all. I'm gonna switch tabs for 2 seconds and I want you to focus where the enemies are. See what happened? They jumped forward without losing health. The game kept running while I was gone. And this is actually a bug in the game. And look at this. The wave counter says wave 2 out of 0. Not 10, 0. The total wave count just never loads. So yeah, a game where you can't see the stats, can't see the bullets, and the enemies are barely visible. Last place. Game number 5. Here we have a simple model in the middle, and if we look at the map, the game is having a dark background and the path is barely visible. You can see it, but it takes a second to find it. The enemies are red circles and only the tank is purple. The basic enemy and the fast enemy look almost exactly the same. Same color, similar size, and you cannot tell which is which. If you look at the tower panel, you see the costs, but damage, range, fire rate, it says select the tower to see its stats. So you have to click the tower first before you see what it does. And just like the game before, the bottom half of the screen is black and empty. Anyway, if we look closely, we can see the tower shoots. There's like a thin flash line, really fast. 1 frame, then gone. But better than nothing, I guess. So overall, a tiny bit better, but it's still not fun to play. Let's move on to the next one. Now the game number 4. I feel like much better a little bit. All stats showing before you press anything. The map is 2 shades of green with a brown path. If we hover to place a tower, yeah, we see a faded copy of it first. That's actually good. Bullets. Real bullets flying across the screen. That's good. The first 2 games had nothing. This one has actual bullets that you can watch. Finally. And look at this. When an enemy dies, circle grows out and fades away. Less than a second, but you feel it. The enemies finally have different shapes too. Circles, diamonds, squares. One look and you know what everything is. Well, I would call it a real game. Big jump from the other 2. Now let's go to the 3rd place. This one actually made me smile, to be honest. Bright green checkerboard, sandy path, clearest map in the whole test. And at the end of the path, the base tile has a tiny castle emoji. And here is my favorite part. Place a tower and watch the cannon. It turns, it follows the enemy, points at it, and it moves. Every other game actually has towers that never move. This one is alive. I like it. And I don't know why, but somehow it feels good to watch it. And there is something good with this game. The waves have their own theme. Wave 5, for example, is nothing but tanks. No mixing, just a slow, heavy line of them. You have to change your whole plan. That's a real design. But this game loses points for towers have no upgrade limits. Like at the end of the game, the tower can kinda destroy everything. And also the fact that all enemies are just circles, but different colors. Yeah, alive and fun. 3rd place. Now let's go to the 2nd place. Pure black background, neon green text, dark rounded card. Before you press anything, this game already looks like something you would want to play. When the game loads, black everywhere, neon green details, glass-like side panels, a cool sci-fi font, everything fits together. This game has a look of its own, to be honest. But it's not just pretty, it's also smart. Every other game uses circles for enemies. This game is different. It makes the fast enemy, for example, an arrow shape. It looks fast before you even read the name. The tank is a thick, square, heavy, blocky, looks like it takes hits well. Also, I like that it glows in their own color. And the upgrade system is the best choice in this whole test. 2 separate paths, you can upgrade damage up to level 5 or upgrade fire rate up to level 5. You pick. Slow and strong or fast and steady. This is a real choice. No other game actually gives you that. But unfortunately, there is a big bug. Pause the game, then unpause. Every single tower fires at the same moment. One huge free burst. You get free bullets from that. This game uses your computer clock to track when towers should shoot. While paused, the clock keeps going. When you unpause, every tower thinks it missed a few seconds and shoots all at once to catch up. So if you pause before every wave, you get free shots. Easy win. But if we ignore this bug, it's actually really good. Now let's go to the first place. This is Iron Bastion. Before you even press start, it already feels different. The title glow, thin scan lines run across the background like an old military screen. The button doesn't say play, it says initialize defense. This game has a name, a style, an identity, and I like it. 3 panels, left for towers, center for the map, right for wave info. Other games had only 2. This one has 3, and every panel is actually useful. The right panel alone is great. A full enemy list showing HP, speed, and gold. A bar showing how many enemies are left in the wave. And nice steps like this one. And if you look at the map, it actually looks like a maze. And it have a lot of turns. And more turns means like more spots to build, more angles to work with, more decisions on every wave. Not only that, it also have 4 enemy types. Every other AI give us only 3. The 4th one here is the elite. It's like a star shape and it's medium in everything. Not the fastest, not the biggest, just tricky. The one that messes up your plane. Even the basic enemy here got extra care. Look closely to it and you're gonna notice it has eyes. 2 small black dots. Angry eyes. Nobody asked for that. The AI decided the enemy needed a face. And I actually like it. Every tower has its own shape. The basic is a 6-sided block. The sniper is a diamond with a long thin barrel. The splash has 8 small spikes around it, just like a bomb. And not only that, the game also offers keyboard keys like 1, 2, and 3 to pick towers, U to upgrade, and X to sell. And there is actually something nice here. If we click on a tower, it shows how many kills it has. So you can see which is working and which is not. In my opinion, Iron Bastion didn't just do the task. It thought about the person playing. Not just building code that works, but a code that actually fulfills its purpose. This is why it got the first place in my opinion. Now, time for the truth. Blank stats, tiny red boxes, 0 effects, Kimi K2.5. Dark path, enemy that looks the same, Grok 4.1. Ghost preview, real bullets, 3 enemy shapes, GPT 5. Rotating cannons, bullets that follow targets, particle bursts, Gemini 3.1 Pro. Neon look, glowing enemies, arrow shapes, 2 upgrade paths, GLM5. And the first place, Iron Bastion, Claude Sonnet 4.6. The most interesting thing isn't who won, it is a gap. Kimi and Grok make games that work. Enemies walk, towers shoot, no crashes, but there is no heart to it. No what would make this fun, just code that does what it was told. The top 3 went past the instructions. Claude built a brand. GLM5 made enemies look like what they do. Gemini put a castle on the base tile. I didn't ask for all of that. Those were choices, and those choices are the difference between a program and a game. When you give an AI a job, does it finish it or does it think about the purpose of it? The best results came from AIs that understood. The goal wasn't make code that works. The goal was make something fun. And that's it. Which result surprised you the most? Tell me in the comments and subscribe for more videos like this. See you in the next one.